I had a pretty okay time training today. Pretty average, focused on building a little bit of skills, some recovery, strength, and my range of motion increasing in the hips and the shoulders. So it's important to, paradoxically, I think it's important to have a routine while also seeking out novelty, trying out new things. But I can try to reconcile the paradox of consistent routine and trying new things. Put it simply, you just learn and continue to learn. But in practice, you will take a new activity. So for me, it's jumping rope, or taking an old activity that you're coming back to, like juggling. I haven't done this in quite a while. But you want to take some sort of focus, some sort of concept, some skill, and carry that with you into the new practice. Have the routine of learning new things. Have the routine of having a positive transfer, a psychological term about how you can learn one skill and it will help you with another skill that is similar. So try to take those fragments, those whatever it is. I'll give some examples here shortly. But take that X factor between and carry that throughout your new practices. Ido Portal would call this the contents and the container. So the container might be, this will be an example just about fitness and physical movement here, but I'll try to give another one about some other thing like work or a mental practice. So the container might be jump roping. The activity is jumping rope, but the contents or the skill, the thing I'm trying, the immaterial focus that I'm trying to take in between it is the springiness and power I'd have through my lower legs that I will take to calf raises here, or jumping, acrobatics, backflips, that sort of thing. Now, you can take this content and container idea throughout any activity. I'll give you a specific example that is very boring, but these very monotonous moments in life, I think, are the real activity that we're training for. So I had to carry my cell phone and a basket upstairs and then carry some trash downstairs, which is a total of 3 items. Not too hard, but to be done in a very efficient manner. Another bit of backstory is I often will forget if I set something down. I'll often forget it. My short-term memory has taken a bit of a toll since throughout my life. I've kind of diminished some short-term memory, so I might set something down and forget it. So when I walked up the stairs, I sat down my phone and held that in my memory, held that in my short-term memory while I carried a basket upstairs and carried the trash back downstairs. And I put the phone down halfway on the stairs so that I could pick it up in a very efficient manner while I was walking down. And that uses a bit of focus. It used memory. I had to remember where the phone was while continuing to, organize my surroundings, my environment. And the content would be having some short-term memory, having some planning of efficiency, using as few movements as possible. While the container was just, cleaning your house, moving things around. A different example could be really anything in your life. The positive transfer there was short-term memory and some sort of focus. And not all short-term memory, you might use short-term memory in any number of tasks, but the specific focus that it takes to do that is very different. It might not always positive transfer. The short-term memory I gained from juggling might not be the same short-term memory I gain from that setting my phone down while cleaning the house example. I know that was very boring, but if you're learning an instrument, practicing the scales or the song piece while keeping complete control over the rhythm, it's very similar to learning a handstand. You have to accumulate time in the balancing position whilst still gaining complete control and not just holding it without balance. So just carry some thing, some focus, some skill, whatever the immaterial thing is that you're developing, that you'll build on, that you'll take and work on, and then you'll pick up a new thing some other time when you do a different practice. I hope you took a little bit of time to see how I've done my new nighttime stretching. I will mainly be working on the lifting up the leg and extending it and unextending it. And when it comes to the shoulders, I'll be using the shoulder jump rope along with a moving bridge. But while I used to do bridge and a split squat, a splits as a stretch, I'll be shifting focus and using it as part of the normal workout, more of like the early day thing, where I'll focus on moving heavily throughout the bridge, having a lot of motion, having a lot of movement. And the same thing with the split squat, having a lot of extending and unextending the legs, a lot more balance. And this is what I was talking about. This is how I'm going to be building up the splits from now on using this kind of thing. So hopefully you got some value. Hopefully I got you to move and improve. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye-bye.